Hello everyone, it's Sandra and welcome to today's video. I really wanted to just catch up and give you some thoughts that I've had on products that I've purchased, that I've received, that I've been playing with over the past month. I did want to include fragrance in this video too, but I just ended up having too many. So there will be just a separate video of my favorite fragrances for the summer. Today's video is going to be mainly about makeup and sunscreen. So nothing new here. For my face, my most worn sunscreen over the past several weeks has been the Knox UV Sun Pro Sun Fluid. This is SPF 50. It's also water resistant for up to 80 minutes and it's great. I like applying this. It works well under makeup. It works well by itself. So this has been my most used. I do also really love the Allies of Skin SPF 50 gel. That's another favorite, but my most used has been this one. Just a really beautiful silky texture. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel cloying at all. It does have a bit of a fragrance though. It has like a fresh, slightly fruity scent. I find it very pleasant. And for body sunscreens, I have 3 different varieties depending on what I'm in the mood for, depending on what I'm doing. We have the Banana Boat Light as Air SPF 50. This is a really beautiful lightweight lotion. It doesn't leave any cast on the skin. It's water resistant for up to 80 minutes. It does have a tropical scent, like a vague pineapple type of scent. It's very pleasant. I just love how fast it sinks in and that it's not greasy on the skin. It's really easy to reapply. I've been repurchasing this sunscreen for well over a year now. Sometimes I just get 2 packs of it on Amazon and I will continue to do so because I really enjoy it. It works well for me and for my husband. And I also got these 2 fun new ones to try for this summer. This is the Vacation Classic Whip SPF 30 Sunscreen Mousse. Water resistant for up to 80 minutes again. And I was intrigued by this because last time I was on vacation, back in March, I was in Mexico, in Cabo, and there was this group of very glamorous, gorgeous older women sitting nearby at the pool, and one of them had this sunscreen and she was applying it, and then all her friends wanted to try it too. So they were all using the sunscreen and they were all just raving about it, about how nice it felt, and I was like, oh, I want to try that. And it is really fun. It's really fun to apply. It literally looks like whipped cream when it comes out. So it's a fun user experience. And sometimes with sunscreen, you know, application, reapplication, the texture of the product and the user experience has to be fun in order for me to want to use it every single day. It does have a, again, a beautiful tropical, typical sunscreen scent. It's really pretty. It's like it's a coconutty, slightly floral coconutty scent. I wouldn't say it's not greasy, but it does leave a moisturizing feeling on the skin, which is really nice for the body. I love applying this and reapplying this, you know, on the arms and on the legs. It spreads really easily. And yeah, this has been really fun to use. It's also very quick to blend in. Sometimes, you know, if I'm just going out for a run in the morning, I just quickly slap this on, you know, if I'm wearing shorts, I apply it on my legs or on my arms, any exposed skin, and it works really quickly. So I've been enjoying this. It's very, very fun. And their branding is just so excellent. I absolutely love the nostalgic brand aesthetic of the Vacation brand. For a mineral sunscreen option, I bought this one. This is from the brand Bask, and it's the mineral sunscreen non-aerosol continuous spray broad spectrum SPF 30. Again, water resistant for up to 80 minutes. Do like to have a mineral sunscreen on hand, and I've tried so many mineral sunscreen sprays over the years and I dislike all of them, but this one is the best. It is so lightweight and really, really silky on the skin. It doesn't feel greasy. It doesn't feel chalky. It is the most cosmetically elegant mineral sunscreen mist I have ever tried. It's fragrance free. You can also do it upside down and spray your back. I have very acne prone shoulders and an acne prone back. So sometimes if I'm having an acne flare up on my shoulders and on my back, I like to use a mineral sunscreen because that helps calm things down. And in terms of base makeup, I've really been into cushion foundations. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Soft Glow Matte Cushion. I talked about this back in the spring when I first bought it, and it didn't work for me in the spring. But now that it's hot outside, it's hot, it's humid, I'm producing more oil, now it's great. So this is something that I've revisited. I figured, you know, when I was using it in the spring when my skin was more dehydrated, I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a break and try again in the summertime when I'm more oily and see if it works better for me, and it absolutely does. This is the foundation that I'm wearing today. It has medium coverage, buildable, but in my opinion, this looks best just in a simple single layer, medium coverage, a very much a satin finish. They refer to it as a soft glow matte. On its own, the finish is just like a satin matte finish. It's smoothing on the skin, great if you have any texture. It diffuses the appearance of skin texture, and the shade match is great. I use shade 1W2 Sand. It's a really nice neutral undertone. It does come with a refill as well for the cushion. The applicator is a really good size, and the foundation does have a slight fragrance to it. Not that strong. It doesn't bother me. It's just kind of like an old school powdery scent. Another cushion foundation that I've been enjoying that is very similar is by JUNGSAEMMOOL, and it's the Essential Skin Nuder Long Wear Cushion, SPF 50, whitening, wrinkle care, and anti-UV cosmetic. So this has a stronger sunscreen scent. I bought this from Yes Style, and I bought this in the shade medium. What prompted me to buy this is that I saw Becca Sun using it, and her and I have very similar preferences when it comes to complexion makeup, especially in the summer. She also has more combination oily skin, and we also tend to wear similar shades. So she had this in the shade medium, so I bought it in the same shade. And this is, again, very similar to the Estee Lauder. Medium coverage. The undertone of this is slightly more warm, which is nice because in the summertime, sometimes my skin looks better with a little bit of extra warmth, and I like to apply more bronzer in the summertime. I gravitate towards peachier tones, warmer blush shades, so I don't mind having a little bit more warmth in my foundation as well. So yeah, I also really like this. I would classify both of them as satin finish foundations, but this one has maybe just like a touch more moisture in it as opposed to this. They both wear really well on my skin in the summertime. So yeah, if you're combination oily and you love cushion foundations, check these out. I just love how easy cushion foundations are. They're great for travel. You have a built-in applicator. You just tap, slap it on, and you're good to go. Another base-related product I wanted to give a shout out to is this eye cream. This is the Allies of Skin Peptides and Omegas Firming Eye Cream. I have been using this day and night, but especially enjoying this in the morning. I find that this sits so beautifully underneath my makeup, and I've just noticed that my concealer has been laying so much nicer since I started using this eye cream. So had to give it a shout out. It has a beautiful ingredients list. Moving on to the fun stuff, we've got a new bronzer. This is the Essential Bronzer Compact from Fara Homidi, and it is so beautiful. I bought the shade Bois, which is the lightest shade, because it has a neutral to cool undertone, and I'm already set with warm bronzers. I have bronzers that have a warm undertone that I really like. It's harder for me to find neutral to cool tone bronzers, And this one, when I saw this color, I was smitten because this is very much in line with the natural tan that I get from the sun. It has just, you know, there's a little pinch of pink in it, and this has a beautiful scent. It's a slightly sweet coconut scent. It's not overwhelming. It very much smells natural, but just to let you know that it does have a scent. The packaging is so luxurious. This is a luxurious product. It has a high price point, but it feels luxurious in the hand. It's very, very chic. It's minimal. It's like a luxurious pebble, and it is refillable. You can take this out, and I'm trying not to, I need to be careful so I don't dig my nail into this. I really love the way that they did the pan situation, because it's not just a steel pan. It's encased in, it's magnetized, but it's encased in the same color packaging as the rest of the compact. And you see there's another indentation here with the brand logo, which kind of matches the indentation on the back of the refill. This has a raised profile. This is sunken in, so they just lock into place together, and it's also magnetized. So this is it's so luxurious, and it's really nice design and attention to detail. This is better executed than the Hermes blush refills, for example, because these are just, you know, the typical refills. You know, there's a little pinhole at the back, and then you just get the metal tin out, and it's not even magnetized. The Hermes ones just have this little like glob of glue on the back. So and I'm pretty sure the Hermes blush is more expensive. In terms of luxurious packaging and refill execution, this is probably the best that I've seen. So yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's magnetized in a way, and with that locking system that, you know, the brand logo is always facing the right way, which again, it's just really well designed and really nice attention to detail. And I pay attention to these things. When I'm paying a premium for my makeup, I want it to perform really well, and I also want it to be really beautiful. And seeing these little touches, these thoughtful elements of design, makes a product more worth it, in my opinion. It's an elevated user experience. I wish the compact was bigger. I love a large bronzing compact, but yeah, that's my only note. Other than that, this is a 10 out of 10 flawless product. The texture is really nice. It's a luminous matte, which is an oxymoron, but it does have this beautiful blurring quality to it. I'm wearing it today. I applied it with my FR limited edition brush. I wish that this was part of the permanent line. It's such a beautiful, beautiful brush. But I've applied it with other brushes too. It also works well with my BK Beauty brushes. It smooths, it blurs, but it does have luminosity to it. It's a very subtle luminosity that doesn't emphasize texture. And even though this is the lightest shade, you can really build it up, and it's absolutely stunning. The other bronzer that I have in my life that has a bit of sheen to it is the Real Bronze from Chantecaille. This is in the shade Serena. This is a warmer bronzer, and this has a similar finish to the skin in terms of the sheen and the glow, the subtle glow that's not really, it's not dewy, and it's not like a Tin Man effect. It's a very elevated glow, and you can wear it during the day. It's not going to look strange sitting on the skin in direct light. This is how the Fara Homidi bronzer compares to the Chantecaille. So this is Fara Homidi Bois and Chantecaille Serena. So Chantecaille is warmer, but you see they both have a little bit of that sheen going through. The sheen in the Fara Homidi is a little bit stronger. The Fara Homidi has that extra bit of blurring capability that the Chantecaille does not have. And speaking of Chantecaille, they released new shades of their Cheek Gelée formula, part of their summer collection. These two were the ones that I was most drawn to. First, we have the shade Thrill, which is, it's described as a luminous terracotta. This has a sheen to it. Very subtle light reflecting particles in it. And I did not expect to love this as much. Initially, when I first swatched them, I was more drawn to this shade. This is Euphoric. It's a peachy pink. The Euphoric shade does not have extra light reflecting particles in it. It's dewy just from the formula, but it doesn't have added luminosity to it, whereas the Thrill shade has, I don't want to say metallic, but you can tell it has like an extra dimension of shine through it. And on my cheeks, Euphoric is a little bit more pink. It's a beautiful shade, but this is the type of shade that I would wear more in the winter and in the spring. And here's how it compares with my other summer blush favorite, Giorgio Armani Rosy Peach, which is the blush that I'm wearing today. The Giorgio Armani is a lot more peachy. And the Giorgio Armani sets down to a more matte finish. The Chantecaille blushes, they make your skin look really well hydrated. They do set down, which is great because then, you know, it doesn't feel heavy or sticky. Your hair doesn't stick to them. They last well on the skin. It's a sheer, buildable color, and it just makes you look really hydrated and refreshed. It's perfect for a more minimal, no makeup look. If you have more dry skin, if you have more mature skin, the Chantecaille Cheek Gelées are an excellent option. And Thrill is such a gorgeous summer shade. For me, it kind of replaces Merit Fox. It does a very similar thing. So this is Chantecaille Thrill, this is Merit Fox. So you can see once they're blended out onto the cheeks, the difference is very, very minimal. So this is Chantecaille Thrill, Merit Fox. Chantecaille Thrill is like a touch warmer. My other favorite liquid blush formula to wear year-round, but especially in the summertime, is the Ciele Blush and Protect. June is the perfect bronzer shade. It's this gorgeous brown, but it's got a little bit of pink running through it, so it doesn't look orangey. It's such a gorgeous shade. A little goes a long way, just a couple of drops, and it just gives the most beautiful sun-kissed dimensional cheek. And they released a new shade for the summer called Berry, which is a very beautiful rosy berry shade. This looks really nice on the lips as well. It's very, very pretty. It's very, very strong. I like a very subtle application of this, but you can really, really amp it up. In terms of lip products, I've been reaching for lip balms the most, keeping it really simple, a little bit of shine, something really easy to reapply throughout the day. The In Beauty SPF 30 lip balm is fantastic. This has been a favorite of mine ever since they launched. I wish they did more shades. I have two colors that I mix in order to get my perfect My Lips But Better shade. So I mix the shades Rosy Brown and Pink. Most of the time I do a thin layer of Rosy Brown first all over, and then I apply the color Pink just in the center of the lips for more dimension. This is like more of a pale nude pink color, whereas Rosy Brown is darker. So Rosy Brown by itself is too dark for me, especially for summer. And then the pink, I like it with a lip liner by itself, but my favorite thing is just to mix them together, and it creates my perfect everyday nude lip shade. And it doesn't taste like anything. A lot of the times SPF products can have this strange chemical taste to it. These don't taste like anything. They have a very, very subtle sweet vanilla scent, and you get a lot of product in the tube. I also really like the new Violette FR Lip Nectars. These are so beautiful, so easy, perfect for everyday, perfect for no makeup looks. These remind me of the old YSL glossy stains, but like a more modern, updated version. These feel a lot more luxurious and comfortable and moisturizing on the lips, and more lightweight. So the two shades that I have are Batiste, a warm Berry Rose. This is very similar to my natural lip color. I do have quite pigmented lips naturally, but I noticed that as I'm getting older, my lip pigment is fading a little bit. So this kind of revives my lips to their original state of pigmentation. And I like to just use a thin layer of it. You can build it up and the stain that it leaves behind gets stronger, but I like a more subtle look. And the finish is so beautiful. It has a nice glossy finish, but then as the glossy finish fades, you're left with a really beautiful subtle stain, and the stain that it leaves behind looks like the natural lip pigment of my youth. So it's super, super pretty. And then the other shade I have is Rose de Moab. It is a really beautiful caramel shade, but it doesn't look too brown on my lips. It ends up just evening out the tone of my lips with the stain that it leaves behind. So these are the shades. This is Batiste and then Rose de Moab. This is what they look like when they're freshly applied with the high shine finish. These, again, they don't really have a scent. They just smell like ingredients. It's not, there's no discernible added fragrance. I also don't think that they taste weird, but I've seen some people say that they have a strong taste. To me, they don't really taste like anything. And then let me just gently pat them away so that you can see the stain that they leave behind. So here is Batiste and here is Rose de Moab. Favorite way of wearing these has been together, to wear them together. So let me just wipe off my current lip combo. Today I'm actually wearing Laura Mercier lip gloss in the shade Creme Caramel, which is a gorgeous nude peachy shade. It's very pigmented and it smells so good. It smells like cake. Rose de Moab. An even layer all over. My God, this feels so nice. It's so comfortable. Really moisturizing. It's not thick and cushiony, but it does have substance to it. It's not sticky at all. So I do Rose de Moab first, and then I do Batiste just in the center of the lips for that juicy lip look. I'm still obsessed with my Sochi lip liners. I'm wearing the shade, either the shade Speakeasy if I want a more sculpted look, or I wear this one in the color Skinny Dip if I want a browner tone. So that's about it in terms of the beauty stuff that I've been consuming and enjoying and playing with. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a beautiful day and I will see you in my next video. Bye.